when you realize that most people around you are just running on a program, and you also realize that most people run in churches or apartments or hotels or businesses or corporations or McDonald's, or they use subliminals, on people. And they want it like this GTCC right here. Most people are using some kind of subliminal to try to get the job done or get the people in there to tithe. It's a game that's being played on people to program people. And the programmers rise up in the system, but the people who are programmed, about 90% of the people, 80% of the people, are useful idiots. They don't know they're being programmed. They're biological programs. And so you're surrounded by these biological robots that are just repeating what their mama told them, their daddy, their culture, their lies, their boss, their co-workers, their friends, their music, their TV, the media, social media, their schools, their colleges. The leaders in colleges are doing the same thing. Pep rallies, all this stuff. It's just a biological robot program, culture program. The way you think, the way you dress, the way you act, the way you talk, it's all a program. It's a cult. Culture is cult. So when you start to see past it, they have to come after you, because if you start waking people up, the whole thing crashes and burns. Now, on one hand, I can see where it's beneficial to society. On the other hand, I can see where it's just prison planet, slavery. And it's not just one country, it's every country. And so those biases, programs, cults and isms, biological programs, political programs, we know that both sides of the political situation are corrupt. We know Trump is just as corrupt as Biden. We know it deep down. You just don't want to admit it. He's running on programs. He's running on a narcissistic program. And so these biological programs that people are running on, when you start to wake up to it and you see what they are, you've been around enough people and situations and jobs and people and in-laws and families and everything else. You already know they're on a program. And to wake them up, you try to wake them up. And the only way to wake them up is take them back to source code. It's faith alone and Jesus alone. Legalism's a lie. You can't lose your salvation. It's the finished work of Jesus. The fact that this guy found him a spot to sleep, and nobody bothers him, the police don't bother him, that's pretty amazing, really. That's pretty cool. But nowadays, most police are on the program instead of giving people slack. Most institutions are under a biological program, and the people in it don't know what grace is. They just execute the rules without any grace. And it's like, come on. The only reason they don't execute the rules is because it's beneficial to them. If you benefit them, they let you slide. But if you don't benefit them, you're under the law. You're under the letter of the law, and they are queen bee, Jezebel, legalist like the hilt, to the hilt, They show you no grace, no time, no nothing. And you're like, you're sick. So it's a biological program not to walk in love and truth, but to walk in lies and rules and ranks and levels and grades and ratings. And I don't know why people don't grab hold of that. When I say that's a system that you're being brainwashed by is works, levels, ranks, grades, and ratings, if you don't understand what I'm saying on that, I'm sorry. I'm making it so obvious what this system is. Works, levels, ranks, grades, ratings to deny faith alone. You're being brainwashed from a child. You're being trained, biologically trained. You got to work, rank, level, grade, rating. You gotta meet all these works and levels and ranks and grades and ratings. Don't you know you're being brainwashed from a child? So your school, your education, your military, your social media, your work, you're being brainwashed. And you don't even know it. And when somebody's telling you, you're like, they're crazy. No, just awake. We're not crazy. We just woke up. Even all these symbols are brainwashing on these cars. All these symbols. Now, on one hand, Jesus is being preached everywhere on all the symbols. But on the other hand, the 666 is right in front of you. I mean, why the Chevrolet symbol? They're trying to convince you to be loyal to Chevrolet. I ain't loyal to Chevrolet. And I ain't loyal to Ford because their transmissions suck. They give you a product that lasts, yeah. I'm not loyal to any of them because they're cheapskates. They probably give you rebuilt transmissions and lie to you, you know. I ain't loyal to no brand unless they keep the product going healthy.